So a couple of days ago, we had this blog post with empowering tanks in mid-season, and it's a pretty big change that I haven't gone through it that much and realizing like how much this means and what it does and stuff. I still don't quite understand it, but we have some spreadsheets to visualize exactly what's going to happen. We're also making some global gameplay changes that impact tanks. One is that we're reverting the armor damage reduction back to reducing 5 damage per projectile with up to a 50% maximum. This means heroes like Reaper or Tracer will have more work to do to take down heroes like Reinhardt. Heroes with high burst damage per projectile will still be effective, but these kinds of tanks have better means to counterplay that type of damage. Now, if you're reading this as I'm reading it, it is pretty hard to completely understand which heroes are going to be good, are going to be bad, whatever. Numbers, visualize stuff. But shout out to Cactus Puppy, sorry about the flashbang, who just made this entire spreadsheet. We're going to link the spreadsheet in the description. This entire spreadsheet with all the damage from all heroes. And from what I understand, change in damage received for armored tanks, change in damage received for non-tank armored targets, damage with old armor, damage against new armor, damage with new armor plus tank headshot passive, TLDR, a lot of numbers. We're not gonna go through every single hero, okay? We're not gonna go through every single hero, but obviously you can just go over here and see the stats. Also, we have the damage graphs over here, exactly what happens with green if it's gonna be better, obviously. A lot of numbers. We're gonna go through this part of the table that just got added to the one that Cactus Puppy did by Heal Me Please, that just calculated for the support damage and what this means for supports in mid-season patch season 10. This is a little bit easier for me to understand, I'll be honest with you. Okay, not a lot of complicated stuff. And I don't know about this page, but we'll see afterwards. So let's go step by step and see what that means. Antibiotic rifle, raw damage 70, yes, it does 70. Headshot, no. Is beam, no. Is damage over time, yes. Damage with old armor is 49. So at this moment, you do 49 damage against armored targets, but with the mid-season patch dropping, you're gonna do 70. So 21 extra damage against armored targets. Is that it? Am I understanding this right? So you're gonna do more damage against armored targets. Yes, that is how I'm reading this. Okay. That is incorrect though. And I will do 65 damage. I am incredibly confused. I am still, because the damage over time ignores it. I'll let chat just chat with each other to see if this table is right or not. And maybe you can also tell me in the comments if this is right or not. Again, I don't know what change they're talking about with damage reduction back to 5 damage per projectile with up to 50% maximum. I'm just going to go through this because all I'm seeing here is Ana, Biotic Rifle, and the damage being 21 extra damage against armored targets such as Diva, for example. Ana Sleep Dart will do 1 less damage. Ana is definitely unplayable. Antibiotic Grenade, it does 22 extra damage against armored targets instead of 63. Right now it's going to do 85. So I just want to put this out there. So you see here how much damage it does in general, okay? How much damage it does in general, the ability overall against non-armored targets. And this is how much damage it did against armored targets. And this is how much damage it will do against armored targets, plus the tank headshot passive in season 10 mid-season patch. So when I'm saying plus 22 damage, I'm not comparing it like it's going to do 100 damage plus. It's going to be compared to how much it does now versus the armor targets. So plus 21 damage for Biotic Rifle. Sleep Dart, minus 1 damage. And Biotic Grenade against armor targets will do plus 22 damage. Cool. Sure. Armor targets, Diva, I mean, sure. It's fine. It's fine. Moving on. Baptiste Biotic Launcher. Yeah, Baptiste can only do damage with his left click. Against armored targets, he should be doing 2.5 extra damage if it's a body shot. And if it's a headshot, minus 1.25 damage. So if the target... So what I'm reading out of this is that if the target has armor, I should not go for headshots? Is that what I'm reading? With Baptiste, if... Is that correct? If the target has armor, I should not aim for the head? No. I should aim for the head because it's still 33.75 compared to 20. This is why it's important to add to do some chatting with chatters over there and to analyze the entire details. So you should still go for headshots, obviously. You're just going to make them like less impactful than before. Minus 1.25 damage. Doesn't mean that much, but eventually it just stacks up. Okay? 33.75 per headshot compared to 35 damage. Moving on. Brig. You can do damage with your left click, vroom, 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 with your whip shot, and with your shield bash. Okay, let's see Brig. Overall, Brig will do a little bit more damage against our tanks with armor in mid-season patch, plus 8.5 damage to rocket flail. Still not going to be the full damage, which is 45, just going to do 40. 16 damage with a whip shot extra. So instead of 70, it's going to do 65. And over here, plus 10 damage with the shield bash. Okay, good. Fine. So what are we seeing up until now is that Ana should feel a little bit better against armor targets, maybe. Maybe Brig should feel a little bit better. You get some extra damage in. And with Baptiste, just the headshots, you will probably feel that they're not going to be as impactful as before. Okay, I'm interested about Illari. What is this, though? What is this? So Illari can do damage with left click, obviously, with your shift and with your ultimate. So let's go with Illari's gun first, solo rifle. Body shots will do 70. Body shot, okay, instead of 75. Right now it does 52.5. Is this correct? Is this correct? Wow. This is a big change against armor targets. Plus 17.5 damage against armor targets. Huh. Okay. This is pretty big for Illari. I mean, until you remove the armor, but once you remove the armor, it's going to be 75 damage. But your poke overall, if you're going to shoot tanks, is going to be a little bit better. The headshot, though, 112. It does 78.75. This does 80.61625. So it's just a difference of 1.875 extra damage if you go for headshots. So many numbers. So what I'm getting out of this, I mean, you should still go for headshots. The difference is roughly like 10 damage between them. But if you just want to spam the tank, don't try to align the shots, I guess. This is what I'm getting out of it. Headshots are not that valuable, you know, because before headshots would do like what, plus 16 extra or something like that, plus 16.25 extra. 1620 actually damage than this. Depends on the tank, yeah. Against armor tanks, definitely go for body shots. Or like when they have armor, go for body shots. Afterwards, if they don't have armor, if they have shields, go for headshots. This is what I'm getting into this. This is what I'm getting into this over here. This is some pretty big information for like Illari mains in mid-season patch. So body shots against tanks will matter quite a lot. Just want to put that out there. You're going to see that when you're going to shoot tanks, you're going to get less ult charge. Okay, this is how it is. If you do damage or heal the tanks in your team or like in the enemy team, you get less ult charge. So although you're going to do like more damage, yes, you're farming ult a little bit faster than before if you go for body shots, but don't expect to get the same ult charge as if, let's say, you're shooting a DPS or a support. But this can be like a cool strategy to try to farm your sun a little bit more. A little bit faster. So definitely body shot against armor targets. If you can go for headshots, sure, but it's not a priority. You know what I mean? So effectively, you're against the D.Va. D.Va's full HP. Don't necessarily aim for the head. You're against, I don't know, Orisa full HP. Don't necessarily aim for the head. If you should not focus the tanks. But in case you get into that situation, it's not that big of a problem with minus 10 damage over here. Okay, Outburst. This is Illari's shift. You'll do minus 2 damage. Sure. This is same as Ana Sleep Dart. Literally, the heroes are unplayable right now with these changes. Captive Sun, the direct hit will do... It does 5 damage. It will do minus 1 damage than it does at the moment. And now, let's see the ultimate. Plus 10 damage for the splash. Okay, like if you're... I'm the target that's going to explode, and this is the target next to me. The target next to me will get plus 10 damage if it has armor than it did before. And in Captive Sun Sunscrack Explosion, if the target has armor and he's next to me, like for example, you have, let's say, a D.Va full HP or an Orisa full HP with armor, and I'm ulting an Ana that's sitting next to Orisa, right now, Orisa will take... talking about this part, Orisa will take 35 damage. In mid-season patch, Orisa will take 45 damage. And if I'm ulting Orisa with Armor, and I explode Orisa, then Orisa will take 112 damage, and mid-season patch, 155. Bro, overall, these small changes are pretty good for Illari. I don't think this is something that you can just point and go like, dude, Illari is gonna be meta, or Illari is gonna be very strong, or whatever. These are more like, you're just gonna feel in game maybe a little bit better in some situations. You know what I mean? Overall, still some pretty big buffs, because like pretty big buffs. You can take advantage of this because you're gonna get your ultimates faster. You're gonna see slowly but surely they add up. You know what I mean? Slowly but surely they add up. Overall. So let's continue. Kiriko, kunai. Okay, body shot and headshot. Body shot usually does 45 damage. At the moment against armored targets, it does 31.5, and it will do 40 damage, so plus 8.5 damage. Feels pretty nice. Honestly, I feel like I'm just tickling tanks. Wait, I got a question for chat. How much damage do you do with melee against armored targets? You do 40 damage overall? Right now? You do 35 damage. You do 35 damage. Right? 40, 35. You do 35. So you're telling me that at this moment, it is more worth it. It is better if I just melee tanks instead of going for body shots? Apparently, Cactus Puppy went with a melee. It'll be 35 with a patch. Wait, let me go. Quick melee. Okay. 28. It does 28 now. And we'll do 35 against targets. Yeah, melee will do a little bit more. So it's more worth it to melee tanks too, by the way. Let's melee Reinhardt. Okay, still 8.5 damage with this. Kiriko kunai headshot. 78.75 damage against tanks right now with armor that have armor on, compared to 80.625. 181.875. Not that big of a difference if you go for headshots on tanks. Obviously, you do double the amount, roughly double the amount of damage than you would if you go for body shots. I still recommend going for headshots with Kiriko every time like you play Kiri. But the Illari changes are more impactful body shot compared to this. Like, this is a difference of 40, and this is a difference of 10. You know what I mean? Okay. Lifeweaver. Okay. Lifeweaver, Torrent Volley, and Torrent Volley headshot. At this moment, against armored targets, Lifeweaver does 4.2 with body shots, and he will do 3 afterwards. Okay. Lifeweaver Torrent Volley headshot. 8.4, and he will do 5.25. You know, I'm a little bit confused with this. This might be... I hope that maybe Lifeweaver can ignore the armor that the targets have. Maybe. Because you will... Like, in team fights when you're spamming... If you want to get like some ult charge, you're probably going to spam in a general direction. Most of your shots are probably going to hit the tank. Of course, it's going to be like, yeah, actually, Mystic Steamer, you want to pressure the DPS, the whatever chat, they're going to run away. You're probably going to be aiming at the big target in front of you, right? Like, I don't know, Risa. And now you'll do less damage when you poke before. Okay. I think this Lifeweaver has to get this changed, definitely. Lifeweaver has to get this changed. Like, this is... He's literally, if he's not receiving any buffs, he literally like got nerfed in this patch with this. There's no way, dude. There's no way. And his damage right now is, I don't know, bro. Poor Lifeweaver. Okay. Lucio, Sonic Amplifier. His gun will do 0.4 extra damage. Not that much. And headshots with it, you'll do less. What? What? Wait. Am I getting this right? Wait a second. If you're spamming... Wait a little bit.
I am here to remind the world I am the original healer.
Yeah, I'm skipping this. Skip. I'm skipping that part. It's your support. Thank you for your past 16 months. Welcome back to the guards. Anyway, now that that interruption with healer went through. Anyway, Am I getting this right? Lucio Sonic Amplifier headshot. So if you're playing Lucio in mid-season patch, you will do a little bit less damage. Of course, it's like 10 damage difference. It's still more. It's still worth it to do more work. Is that a pleonasm? Anyway, to do like get 10 extra damage in, headshot versus body shot, but you'll feel definitely that the headshots do less damage. So you'll get like less full charge. You're gonna get less rewarded if you do headshots than before. And this is, I feel like, because of the tank headshot passive. Body shots will feel a little bit better. Headshots will feel worse. Shockwave, the boop. Ooh. The boop will feel nice. You're going to do 8.5 extra damage compared to 31.5 that you're doing right now compared to 40. So you're going to feel boop damage being more consistent against tanks. The one issue, though, is that you're going to feel... Yeah, the damage is cool, but they also receiving this thing over here. Where was it? Knockback resistance, tanks from 30% to 50%. So yeah, a little bit extra damage if you look at the numbers with the shockwave against like armor targets. But you're barely gonna move the tanks right now. So sure. Mercy, Caduceus Blaster. 1 extra damage body shot. And headshot minus 1.75. Difference in this. Okay, it's, let's say, 11.25. Obviously, still go for headshots. But if you land body shots, it will feel a little bit better by 1 damage. It is not that much. But I'm more than halfway through this. I'll be honest with you. I've been playing this game for so long. And I'm looking at this. And you know, let's say I have a board behind me. This is me right now. So hear me out. Mid-season, a pre-mid-season patch right now. Anabiotic Rifle does 49 damage. Against tanks with armor, and the tanks with armor are the following. Okay, we have Orisa. We have this is way too complicated. This is incredibly complicated. And you know what's the thing? Like you're gonna be, yes, you're looking at the stables, but literally you have to extract the essential out of it. I feel like nobody's gonna realize the numbers and stuff. I'm gonna try to do the TLDR with what. Here's the thing. At the end of the video, I'm going to think what I'm gonna do, so that I can benefit from this mid-season change against armor targets, right? And how I'm gonna approach this. Moira Biotic Grasp, it's set to 0. Yes, okay. Biotic Orb, you'll do 15 extra damage against tanks. Sure, this is you're not gonna be throwing the orb at the tank and go like, oh my god, I'm throwing the orb at the tank. You're just gonna get extra damage. So a little bit easier to get ult charge, but sure. Okay. Coalescence will do nothing. Because it's beam, I guess? Yeah, I guess beams do not get changed. Wait, does this mean that Sim is not benefiting from this? Sorry, it's for making a parenthesis here. Where's Sim? Yeah, Sim is getting nothing? Because it's a beam? Okay. Moving on. Zenyatta Snap Kick. Ooh, Zenyatta Snap Kick. Melee will do 55 compared to 42. Zenyatta Orb of Destruction, the left click, 9.4 extra damage. Oh, and Orb of Destruction headshot 1.05. Oh, this is a lot. Zen 5 times right click with Discord will do almost 270 with all body shots and almost 430 with all headshots. Good buff for Zenyatta. Okay, so now that we've went through the entire graphic, let's go TLDR. Let's go with each hero. Ana will feel a little bit better if you decide to throw nades at the tank and shoot the tank a little bit. Is it gonna make a big difference? 21, 22, I don't know. I don't know how much this means actually in an in-game situation. I'm not gonna be shooting the tank anyway. I'm going to be looking for DPSs or supports to focus down. Should feel a little bit better when you're playing against Diva and Orisa and like other targets with armor, but I don't think it's going to be something special if Ana's not going to be getting like an ammo buff or reload speed buff. And also you're going to be doing less than one less damage with sleep darts, so getting a tank, sleep dart kill on a tank will be pretty difficult. 2.5 damage only, you have to time this perfectly. Baptiste, body shots will feel better. Headshots will feel a little bit less efficient against armor targets. you should still go for headshots because it's plus 13 damage. Brig will feel better overall, right? Brig will feel better overall. Same as Ana. We don't know how these numbers actually translate like in-game when you're going to be playing it and how much difference it's going to make. But in theory, if you can do more damage, you can get your ult charge a little bit faster. Your teammates can focus down the target a little bit faster because they have less HP. We don't know how much this is going to influence, you know? But they should feel a little bit better against armor targets. Very important. Not against shield targets like Sigma. Sigma has shield. Does he have armor? I think he just has shield. Well, Diva has just armor, doesn't have shields. Illari. Solar rifle. Okay. Body shots will feel better. Headshots will feel pretty bad. Illari outbreak shift. 5 damage to get a kill compared to 7. And Captive Sando will feel a little bit better if you focus tanks with it. If you like throw it or like it connects close to a tank. We'll see. Tanks have a lot of HP anyway, so it is what it is. Kiriko Kunai. Obviously, you still go for headshots, but you're going to get rewarded a little bit more if you go for body shots. Lifeweaver, this is a clear nerf. I don't know why. They should definitely like probably make Lifeweaver to ignore armor targets or stuff like that, because he already has very low carry potential with this. I know that he does a lot of damage. You're gonna go like, but his DPS is okay against armor targets. Please just put this. Make him ignore armor targets, please. Armored targets. Okay, Lucio Sonic Amplifier. Body shots will feel 0.4 extra damage. You're not gonna feel this. Headshots. Probably gonna feel this. I'm being dramatic now. Less ult charge. Still go for headshots, obviously. Difference of 10. Shockwave, 8.5 extra. But you're gonna boop them a little bit less distance-wise because they have the tank. Dude, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I know this is so complicated. You can't even do a tier there. This is so much. Like, you have so many elements everywhere. Lucio Shockwave, his boop. 8.5 extra damage, but knockback resistance is increased from 30% to 50%. Mercy, you're not gonna feel this. Moira, you're not gonna feel this. Zenyatta, you'll feel this. So the ones that benefit the most are Ana, I don't think that much. Brig, I don't think that much. Illari, annoying with the headshot changes, but ult is gonna be okay. And Zenyatta. Zenyatta is like the clear winner in this because you can just like throw a lot of balls at them and stuff. So that's about it. That is about it for this. This is pretty confusing. This is pretty confusing when you look at the numbers and stuff. What I'm gonna do is play exactly the same. I'm literally gonna play exactly this. There's nothing that I'm gonna change in my playstyle with this. The one direct thing that I'm gonna see with this, I'm looking at whatever. I'm gonna do the exact same things as I'm doing right now. Of course, I'm gonna try to go for headshots. You know, it's still more than body shots. But in case I miss and I land a body shot, it's gonna feel a little bit better. So I'm expecting ultimates to be a little bit faster, maybe to a certain extent. You know. Maybe to a certain extent. And looking at this, it's good because Ana and Brig can probably do a little bit more than they will do a little bit more than they can do right now against like armor targets. So Ana Brig duo maybe back, maybe. And Zenyatta clearly benefits from this, and considering tanks are going to be even tankier than they are right now. Maybe a Zen meta? Maybe a Zen meta? I don't know, maybe Ana Zen, but I don't think so. Maybe Zen meta? Maybe? I don't know. Very confusing. This is very confusing, but just so you know, in case you land body shots, it's gonna feel okay, better than before. If you land headshots, it's gonna feel, in general, less rewarding than before against tanks that have armor, that is. So just keep playing. And my recommendation in Season 9 and Season 10 is supports right now, because you like stayed until the end of the video. You carry with support at this moment by just having good ult usage. You don't do that much damage, you don't do that much healing, you're at the mercy of how well your tank is positioning and how confident they are with the positions that they're taking. And I feel like most of the time it's a DPS diff right now in the meta. So you're just stuck there babysitting your teammates most of the time, And the way that you can make an impact is with good ultimate usage. Having better numbers on Ana, faster ultimates. Having better numbers on Brig, faster ultimates. Having Transcendence on Zenyatta, cool. Illari with a Captive Sun, cool and stuff. Just throw your ult, have good ult usage, and hopefully you'll be fine. But I do hope that we're going to be getting also some support changes in mid-season patch. For example, Mercy. For example, Moira. No, not Moira. No, Mercy, Lifeweaver. Please. Anyway, we'll see how this is going to go. Please let me know in the comments what you think about these numbers. If you think they're... if the match checks out, I'm not going to go in this. What is this? Oh, what is this? Yeah, anyway, make sure to subscribe. Till next time, ML7 out.